I got a job at Amazon, and also they offer sponsorship. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's been a very long time. How are you all doing? I'm sorry I've been away for the longest time ever. So I got a job that got me really busy and I couldn't even do anything. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys everything about the job I got. I got a job at Amazon, and also they offer sponsorship. So you may find this of value if you are in need of sponsorship. But then again, I'm going to be gisting you guys everything about this job at Amazon. So hang on and don't touch that dial. Meanwhile, how have you all been doing? It's been a lot of information has been flying up and down since the past few months. How are you all getting on? I know it's a lot. To be honest, it's a lot. But then again, it is what it is. So how are you all getting on? I know you are all doing well. Well, if you are interested in moving to the UK via studies, maybe this April, May, or September, ensure you text Premier Academic Consult right away so that they can help you with the process. I know some people will be like, what am I coming to the UK to do again when everything has been closed, opportunities no longer there, and you know everything in between. I understand that, but just to let you know as well that UK people change like their weather. It could be sunny at 4:59 p.m. and by 5:01 it is completely dark. That's how the UK people are. They change like their weather. So what I'm saying in essence is, if you have the opportunity, they can change rules anytime, which means if they change rules, it may not affect those that are outside. It may only affect those that are already in here, you know. So if you are especially single and you are thinking of, do I still go ahead with this plan or not? In my opinion, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm saying in my opinion, you can still make use of this opportunity. Before you graduate, rules can change, and if they don't change, you have 2 years for study to stay and, you know, make some money, you know, make some hard currency. As at today, £1 is about 1,750 naira. So if you stay for 2 years and make so much money, you go back home and start up your life, okay? There are so many benefits of still moving, even though there are still some benefits of moving over, you know, staying back and thinking, should I or should I not? Anything can happen, no. But if you think, well, I don't want UK anymore and you want Canada, still contact Premier Academic Consult and they will help you with your Canada applications. All right, so Canada and UK, contact Premier Academic Consult, and when you contact them as well, they could also tell you other countries they run at the moment, which I think Poland is one of them, Austria is one of them. So just contact them. All right, moving on. So you guys, yes, I got a job at Amazon, and like I said, the job comes with sponsorship. I had a baby and my mom came to visit, and we were just home doing nothing. Like, my mom was here helping, so why would I be home as well doing nothing? And I thought to myself, well, it's time to explore this UK because you've got help, so why not? So I went online and I was seeing people complain about Amazon jobs, warehouse jobs, and you know, all those complaints, and I was like, okay, I think it's time to explore in this area. And what did I do? I went and started searching for Amazon jobs. Meanwhile, at that point, I was already, you know, wanting to get a job. But along the line, I thought, well, maybe I should explore before, you know, settling for something. I went on Indeed, and then I saw jobs on Indeed. The jobs were not detailed, so I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. So I said, okay, let me go to the Amazon website and then search for these jobs that I saw on Indeed. I went to their website, I searched for jobs, I saw some jobs on there, and well, I said, you know what, let's go for the warehouse operative, because I've heard people say, don't go for warehouse jobs, so it will kill you, it is choking, you go stand, you go tire. I say, well, I'm up for this challenge. I applied for this job on Monday, and they called me for interview on Wednesday. It was just online, so I didn't go with the document I was supposed to go with. So they said, well, the interview has been cancelled, and what that means is that it will be rescheduled for a different day. So then We rescheduled the interview for Friday, and on Friday I was like, okay, let me just go for the interview. At that point I was having double mind, to be honest. I didn't want to do it again, because all those things I've been hearing started ringing bells in my ear, and I'm like, can you do this? You just had the baby 9 months ago, blah blah blah. So I said, okay. I still went ahead. I'm stubborn. Nothing much in the interview, to be honest. They only asked me, do I have any health issues or any concerns, anything that can make me not to be able to work as I should? You know, those questions in between. And I was like, no, nothing. I don't have any issues at all. I don't have any concerns or anything. And then they said, okay, that was it. Interview done and dusted. And I'm like, what is this interview? Anyway, so after that Friday, they asked me to start work on Monday, the following Monday. So I applied for this job within a week. I got the job within the week, even though I had one cancellation. I still got the job within that week, and I started working the next week. So on Monday I went to work, and on getting there, the place was so beautiful. The site was so beautiful. I'm like, what? Why are people complaining about this job? I mean, with this kind of beautiful environment, beautiful building, it should be a beautiful job as well, isn't it? So I said, okay. I entered inside. It was still looking beautiful. They gave me my card, you know, my ID card and everything, so I can easily clock in and clock out. At that point, everything was looking okay, and I'm like, wow, I like it here. So on the first day is our induction or so you don't have to go into the warehouse proper. We just had to go to one office, and we had the meeting. They told us everything about the induction, working hours, coming to work, leaving work, and you know, blah blah blah. So after the first day, they gave us these high-vis clothes. You know, high-vis is all these high visibility clothes that will make you visible. And then they gave us safety boots. So the safety boot was the beginning of my problem at Amazon. Anyway, after the first day of induction, I didn't have to, you know, go to the warehouse and everything. I didn't have to enter into the warehouse proper. It was just the building, the facility that was still looking beautiful. So they showed us where we can get breakfast, lunch, whatever, if you're hungry, and it's all free, provided by Amazon. After the first day, I was like, okay, it's nice. I'll come back the second day. So the second day, the induction was inside the warehouse, and I don't like noise. Yeah, I don't really like all those noise. I don't like it at all. So the second day, the induction took place inside the warehouse, and this was to get us to see everything in practical, because it's all been theory the first day. So the second day was, let's get you to know what I'm coming to do, because it's not like a walk in the park. I'm not really working, but I was seeing people working. I was seeing ladies working, jacking, and I was like, no, this job is not for me. Oh, I got peak rate at this point. Anyways, the second day ended, and I didn't do anything, and I was still okay. That's fine. On the third day, we started working, and I found out what people are saying about warehouse jobs. So the first thing is to sort. Sometimes it could be 50,000, it could be 70,000, it could be 80,000. So some people will be putting it on the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt will now start sending those items to different aisles. So those parcels will come through those aisles depending on where it should be. So for instance, if a parcel is supposed to be going to C aisle, the parcel will just, you know, because it's been scanned, the computer have done everything has been programmed. Or more, computer technology is good though. Everything has been programmed. So the parcel going to C aisle would definitely go to C aisle. And when it comes to C as well, there is C1, C2, C3, C4, and also to the C50 or C55 thereabouts. If it's C1 that the parcel is going to, it will go to C1. If it is C2, it will go to C2, right on that conveyor belt. So, and when the parcel gets to that C1, it's now your job to scan the parcel and put in the bag that it is supposed to go to. So all these things are things you should know. So you don't get a parcel going to C20 to put in C10. That means that parcel will be missing. So the sorting was still okay for me. But then the difficult one was staging. So at the end of the day, after you've put all those parcels that you sorted into those bags, you zip them up. After this zipping them up, normally we will go for break. If there is time, we'll go for break. And that break is just 30 minutes. So after the 30 minutes, you come back, what you do is to stage. Staging those parcels means, like you're seeing on the video, just get the cart, put the parcels, or put the bags on there. Based on the arrangement the scanner is telling you, put all those bags on the cart and then take that cart to where you're going to stage it, which is where the driver will pick it up from. So basically, that's just, what you're going to be doing. So after the third day, I could not walk. Oh, Jesus. The shoes were killing me. I could not walk. Like, not just me, all of us there, we just could not walk. We could not do anything. You can't sit down. There is no chair. Even if you try to squat, they will tell you off. Like, they'll be like, no, you're not allowed to. This is a warehouse. So you're not allowed to squat. You cannot sit down. The only thing you can do is just to drink water. And that's basically it. You can't just do anyhow. Because if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. I was not able to stand up again when I got back home. Warehouse where I worked, our main job is just to sort and then to stage. Although some other warehouses, what they do is to package those items as they're making those orders, and they will not be packaging them. But my warehouse, what we did more was to sort and then to stage. And basically, that's basically what the job entails. Although sometimes if you finish on time, the supervisors or the team leaders there would ask you to do one or two other things. If you are free and nothing else to be done, they would ask you to do area readiness. What that means is just to set things in place for the next shift. So yes, basically that's about the job. So yeah. Hours of work at Amazon, I'm not sure it's the same all over the country, but in my area, which is Hampshire, around Hampshire, hours of work for Amazon is usually 6 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., which is about 6 hours 30 minutes, but you only get paid for 6 hours only. Then there is also afternoon shift, which is not very regular. It only comes when there is need, which starts from 2 p.m. until about 11 p.m. And then the last one is from 11:45 p.m. until 10:15 a.m. So like I said, I'm not sure this applies all over the country, but then from their own claim, they said it applies all over the country. But you can please check and verify that in your area. Finally, it's about sponsorship. Does Amazon sponsor? Some people don't really believe that Amazon sponsors, and the more reason is because when you go on their website, they will just write it there clearly and plainly, they don't sponsor. However, Amazon sponsors, yeah, so they sponsor, yeah, but I will be telling you about the terms and conditions of that sponsorship in this last few minutes remaining on the video. At this point, can I ask, have you subscribed to my channel? Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share to your family, friends, and loved ones, because I'm sure it's going to help someone out there. So how the sponsorship works at Amazon is, as an Amazon warehouse operative, you can be sponsored. However, there are terms and conditions. The first term and condition is that you have to pass your probation. So their probation takes about 3 months, although most companies as well, their probation is about 3 months. So at Amazon, you have to pass the probation. So once you pass your probation, so you need to increase your level. So when you are a warehouse operative, you are in level 1. So you have to step up to level 2 and then level 3. You can take the exam, and what that means is once you pass the exam, you can become a supervisor. As a supervisor, you're still working in the warehouse. You're still more like a warehouse operative, just that you may not be handling all those, handling all those bags, sorting, staging. You won't be doing all of that, but you are still going to be a warehouse operative somehow, or a supervisor, right? At this point that you can now start going for those sponsorships. You can now start looking out for sponsorship. You can start looking around for sponsorship. So this is basically, there are 2 ways. So this is basically for those going through trying to get sponsorship through the warehouse operative route. Now, if you are qualified, maybe you studied a special course or something, you can also get the sponsorship at Amazon. This is mostly for those that studied human resources management or engineering, basically mechanical or electrical engineering. For quality control managers as well are also needed, and they get that sponsorship as well. So for those quality control managers, human resources managers, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, these are people that take care of all those basics in Amazon. If you get to those levels, or if you are qualified and you have the experience, you can go straight to Amazon. If there's any vacancy around your area, apply for the job, and in most cases, you should get the job. Reason is because these people are qualified already. They don't have to become a warehouse operative before getting to the sponsorship level. Just get your sponsorship direct from Amazon. Now for this, I got this from the horse's mouth, because I know some of you ask questions like, who told you? How did you know? Some of you are doubting Thomases. So for me to be sure what I'm saying before I start saying it, I had to ask, I had to inquire. For me, I didn't go for anyone because I don't need the sponsorship. That's why I didn't go for any of them. If I was interested, I would have maybe gone for the HRM. I wouldn't even go through the warehouse operative route because that's so tiring. Because you have to stay like, maybe spend like 1 year with them as a warehouse operative before you can get the sponsorship. Whereas a human resources manager or those engineers come straight and then they get the sponsorship. They don't have to do all those manual labor. But then doesn't mean you can't go through the warehouse operative route. Please, whatever works best for you, you can do that. And then some people will be like, oh, I want to go today and get the job today and then start getting the sponsorship today. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So for that sponsorship for warehouse operative, you really have to spend like at least 1 year with them before they can sponsor you. However, if you are qualified and you're going through the those managerial roles I talked about, you can get your sponsorship right away. Again, I have a testimony from somebody that works there. So he told me about this story himself. He's an engineer, an electrical engineer. He applied for this Amazon job as an engineer and he got the job with sponsorship. And tell you what, he hasn't even spent up to 3 years in this country. He told me he has only spent 2 years because he came in, did his master's. After 1 year, he got the job almost immediately after he finished his master's. He doesn't have much experience in the UK because, of course, he came in as a student, so he wouldn't have much experience. However, he worked with Dangote when he was in Nigeria as an electrical engineer, which is where he got all the experience he used to get the job at Amazon. So if you have any existing experience at all or anything in that area, you can still apply. Even if you don't get the job, just try and apply. Give yourself a chance. Normally, getting a job in the UK or getting a sponsored job in the UK doesn't mean that you just come wait until you are done with your program, then you can start applying. No, start as soon as you step in. Sponsorship job in the UK starts immediately you step in. Settle down, get BRP, get to know your area and start searching for sponsored jobs. Don't just relax until you finish. Well, I know graces differ and somebody may get a job when they finish or when they start looking for after they finished, but then don't wait until graces will differ before you can start doing the needful. Dependents can start looking for those jobs or can start doing this warehouse operative to see if they can get it. I know that conditions for sponsorship now is a bit tedious. So that's why you have to start on time to start looking everywhere and anywhere. For Amazon, for you to, once you get this job, you are also covered salary-wise. The guy I spoke about is an engineer, and according to him, I didn't see his pay slip, I didn't see anything, but then he told me he gets about 60-something thousand pounds a year. Someone also told me that Amazon truck drivers, they earn about 50-something pounds a year. So imagine if you get anything in this area, you are already covered in terms of sponsorship, in terms of dependents, and the rest of them. You are already covered. For the supervisors as well, I think the salary starts from 30-something thousand or so, but please confirm this just to be sure. Don't come and say I said though. The ones I said, I will say I said. The ones I did not say, I will say I did not say. So please confirm before you go and say I said that they are paying this amount, all right? But I know all I can confirm is that they sponsor. Like I said, I wasn't interested in the sponsorship, which is the main reason why I didn't go for it. But if you are, please check out Amazon. They are sponsoring. Okay. So you guys, that's that about this video. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Until I see you guys again in the next one, take care, stay safe, and bye.